And like, you're gonna have to go. Wait, what? So it is offlane fearlessly. Alrighty, orb's gonna fly out. They get Mr. Luck, and he will fall. And we talked about, you know. Okay, so SLATEMS, he has burning spears. Doesn't die as they're chasing him. They're gonna get another Q. Can they find this Pugna with the cookie? They can. And that's a say that as a Husker spammer. So we'll see if the Husker's gonna struggle or not. Regardless though, they got so many kills that it might not matter, as now kaffs is, yeah, we're starting to get the courier. Has a cookie but doesn't get to use it in time. Can he just dies? Interesting. Very awkward. Yeah, SLATEMS just controlling the wave perfectly here. Does get 1 CS for his trouble, but he's also gonna get a volley of spears, and this one with the Fairy Fire, 4 spears should be enough. Oh, it should be enough, and they will. Yeah, they will. Double meld build. Yeah, we'll see if it's gonna be a problem or not. As kaffs, ooh, he's gonna be found. He was going towards the rune, but instead that Inkswell combination locking him down. They're lacking the damage as finally SLATEMS will go for LeBron. They do cancel the TP. Nicely done. kaffs holding on to it for so long as LeBron. Can he even get a counter kill? He will not get it. Oh, maybe he will. LeBron falls to SLATEMS as the rune is actually because he ended up diving for that. So SLATEMS, despite all of that advantage, oh, look at how PAKAZS is going to be engaged upon. Where's the false promise? MJZ, he doesn't have his level 6 just yet, so preventing some of the damage with his W, but not enough to save his friend. And now PAKAZS is the one that falls, and the lead is just slowly dropping, and now they're gonna lose kaffs as well. Oh, MarsBet. It's under vision. They know exactly where he is. Oh, he blinks out of the bug. The Decrepify doesn't allow him to kill the bug just yet, as now Soulbind is going to be used. So much damage. Double Doom will probably kill this Primal. Can they get the deny? No, they cannot. LeBron gets that kill, as now Mr. kaffs running away and will be overpowered by LeBron. That's a dominating streak. Finally, the Wraith King ulti does proc though, and Otaker trying to TP out, no cancel for that. PAKAZS taking a lot of damage, gets silenced as well. Inkswell onto the puck, but it is Mitch that tries to run away, and the lack of stuns being a huge problem as everyone TPing right in their faces as they do not get the connection with the Q of Oracle, but that's still don't like water that much, so he will run away, and they will hold their ground here as now the kiss is flying out, and he gets vision of the Pugna. They really want that kill. Sacred running forward, trying to zone everyone away as a really good Soulbind, locking down the Husker in place, but he's disarmed and he is going to take so much damage. Double Doom on top of that poor Husker. He cannot blink away. He's going to be locked in Soulbind at the same time. Double kill for the puck. This is a disaster. PAKAZS forced to run away, doesn't have that blink out, and they will be overwhelmed. Boom. It seemed like a decent fight, but they jumped the gun. They forced the kisses just to get vision, and they didn't really use their spells together. It was the... And you get an Ags for Boom. Who benefits from it? The Stepfire is already going for... Oh, wait a second here. As they're gonna get really good kisses with Sacred. I think that's a combination they really struggle to utilize this game. I think this is probably like the first one that I've seen work out flawlessly. For the most part. Okay, they fight the TA, they break the link as the Doom is there. Many TPs coming in. Where is the false promise? They did it fast, but I think the TP for the Primal, all TPs are so... No, the silence! Perfect silence on the Oracle being held by the puck. Just beautifully done. They're gonna get PAKAZS. The price, though, might be higher than they expected. They will lock down Otaker. He's trying his best to do damage, but look at Volshebnik. This is a double kill for Otaker. SLATEMS is forced to disengage. They're gonna lose the Wraith King, but can they get more? Now they find the Doom. Really good ulti here on top of Mr. Luck. Can they cancel the TP? They can, and slowing. Now the trap gets dewarded. Okay, Wraith King moving forward. BKB onto Mr. Luck, but they're gonna actually get the Doom. Can they stop him with the Husker ulti? This could be enough, and they will kill him before the Doom gets used. Buyback's gonna be there, but there is no tower. In fact, he's TPing to a tier 3 tower. This is gonna take a long time. SLATEMS will eventually fall. Cannot take away that freaking bug. Look at the Primal, though, getting on top of both supports. Still being silenced. Buyback on the Husker as well. 2 cores buying back in the fighting reset. The action is not yet over, but look at that! This Wraith King has no OT, but they do use Doom in a Huskar that's not really being engaged right now. A Grimstroke gets found. Boom, they are slowly but surely taking everything away here from MarsBet. The TP of this Pugna is not gonna suffice. And finally, it's Boom taking a convincing fight here with a move right there. But look at where everyone from Boom is positioned. They are on the left side. Maybe even aware that this is a thing. SLATEMS, though, taking a lot of damage. Tries to man up. But you gotta be careful. They will use that false promise as the Soulbind locks the Doom in place. Double Doom is gonna be there. I don't think this Huskar is gonna survive the first life. He's taking way too much damage. Eventually, the false promise ends, and he is dead anyways. kaffs with a buyback. This fight is already looking pretty bad here for Boom. They do hold the outpost, allowing the Snapfire to TP to it. But now, initiation from the Huskar somewhere else. I can see it, but finally, this is a dead puck. Was not able to dodge that false, that life break. Has a buyback. 2 smoke targets on the side of MarsBet, looking for an angle here. As now their Doom is on cooldown. Now Sacred's gonna be stunned. The bug preventing any spells from being cast. He's taking a lot of damage, even though he's a tanky boy. Refresh is going to be used as he now uses his second ulti to hold that Wraith King in place and zone everyone. SLATEMS, though, very low, trying to survive, but the Skelly boys alongside those right clicks are enough, and he did die back as we just talked about. And now it's PAKAZS by himself, probably going to be killed. And oh my god, if Sloppy had a logo, I think Boom probably would have it here. This is a disastrous fight. When it mattered, Boom definitely took those big fights. Okay, they actually... I think that gives vision of Mr. Luck, as they will find a really good primal ulti, level 26 with those kisses. That's more than enough to take the Grimstroke's life, and now his buyback and TP are gonna be there. That is finally one Doom that is only on one target. They've been doing so well with those soul binds. Finally, the second one. Mr. Luck looking for PAKAZS, but he will finally chill. They are not going through that Reign of Destiny, but now the Grimstroke rejoins the fight. The silence is going to be on SLATEMS here, the cookie, allowing him to disengage lightly, as finally False Promise is going to be there alongside the Doom. So can this Huskar survive? Oh, the save from Snapfire should allow this Huskar to survive. Both supports already dying here, Sacred and PAKAZS in the backlines. Infiltrating the room of the supports is now, look at that break, just doing so much freaking damage. PAKAZS jumps forward, they find the Doom, he's out of ultis now, and he will be found. Great play from Boom, and it seems like when they're not in the enemy base, they are able to take these fights. Otaker, your second life is meaningless. You're just a dead Skelly boy, and this is Roche for them. No buybacks, I believe, were used. Oh, okay. Lincoln gets broken. The silence, but he's invisible and is possibly available. Mitch just moving forward. Yeah, they will try and force that buyback. There's no creeps in the top lane, but there are creeps in the mid lane as they're holding down this Pug for so long with the damage. This could be it, and it is. The Wraith King eggs finally procs, but it doesn't matter. Puck did die, but can they actually get a kill? SLATEMS is actually invisible. He's trying to fight, but he cannot reach, and if he's inside that Doom, why was he hitting? I don't know, but he will fall. And now it is Mr. Luck out of luck. 2 cores that on the side of MarsBet, and they're gonna trade that for 1 Huskar kill, and they might lose more. Grimstroke using that invincibility to his... Oh my god, he actually lives. It's probably one of the best plays. Okay, I'm listening. Yep, there we go. The buybacks we were talking about. PAKAZS. I mean, I told you so. Like, that was very obviously gonna happen. It's gonna be awkward. You're gonna have to TP. It's much easier for MarsBet to disengage, although the Oracle and the Huskar are gonna be up. Everyone else has buyback. They have glyph as well. Now SLATEMS goes in with his BKB. Lincoln's was applied on top of it, so it broke. And now Sacred with his own ulti. But look at that. The suck from the Pugna, allowing everyone to live. 3 buybacks on Boom. And this might be one of the last fights of this game. The Wraith King is kind of left behind, and he should fall. Even his second life might not matter. Now finally the Doom's going to be used, getting on top of them. The second Doom gets applied. I'm not even sure where. Did he Doom himself twice? As Sacred still fighting here. This Wraith King is not going to be able to disengage. PAKAZS looking for another one, but it means this Wraith King is still going. Finally, the ulti from SLATEMS alongside that Inner Fire should kill the Wraith King for good, and they also lost the Pugna. Both of them, I believe, siege high ground. I hope that they chill and they take this a little bit slower, Because they just, like, they're not really getting any kills outside of base. They're just, oh my god, Huskar's by himself. His BKB is going to be stunned through it. He's dead with no buyback. Everyone's on the left side. Speaking of taking this chill and doing it carefully, there's no buy on kaffs. So that is a window. We'll clear up the wave. The Crapify is there. Now Wraith King moving forward, finds Oracle, but he has that Aeon disc we talked about. Finally a Huskar buyback comes through, and this Wraith King trying to run away. Doesn't have a lot of move speed and should be locked down. Can MarsBet disengage? Finally SLATEMS with his Ex Machina getting the second OT right here. Can they kill Wraith King? They can. Now the question is whether they can leave as MarsBet without any casualties. Okay, they cancel the Dream Stroke, so that is one. Doom available for Doom. PAKAZS still holds his Aegis. They're gonna use the Life Drain to break the Refractions Coil onto the MJZ Oracle, and he's now out of Aeon Discs. He will be killed and now forced to buy back. The Outpost is ready, so both the supports are going that way, as now Sacred trying to run away and will be cookied out of the Doom range. Now MJZ is still alive, as that Doom just being a nuisance to deal with. SLATEMS still has his ulti, will move forward, finds that Doom. The kisses are raining down, doing a lot of damage. That Puck taking some, and PAKAZS still holds his Aegis, as finally the Doom will fall. Has the Wraith form, but will eventually die. Okay, can SLATEMS keep doing this? That's another call onto this Wraith King. And he's still going for it, has no buyback, gotta be so careful. SLATEMS moving even further into that Pugna, but he will not have a way out. So the Pugna will become a Wraith. The buyback not available for the Doom, as MJZ will probably fall. The Puck is really trying his hardest to get that kill, but now the magic resistance is going to be applied on top of him, so the Puck doesn't get the kill. The third life of the Wraith King finally goes through, as MJZ locking down the Wraith form of Puck, and somehow, someway, after 66 minutes of the hardest fiesta I've ever seen in my life, with chatters and mine, at cost here. But MarsBet, they're gonna drop game 1 to boom. This was not an easy one, and I have no idea who's gonna take this serious, because this was this was some Dota too. This is, oh, I think you just play Clockwork off lane and you pick something to okay, all right, let's see what's happening here as LeBron. Ooh, hello MJZ, you're dead. 1 blood grenade, 2 blood grenades, and 1 dead. MJZ for Otaker. Oh, it's actually Volshebnik that gets it. Very nicely done there. Gets the right click, and yeah, mid Zeus starting with bottom always feels pretty good. Looks like they get that kill, and they're also gonna get the bounties on the bottom side. PAKAZS, oh no, is he forced to get that shot here? Even if he gets it, oh my god, yeah. That is that's a double kill. One pretty interesting thing about the Snapfire though is that you will consistently be able to kill the missile. So you know, that's the part that actually gets very strong. Oh, SLATEMS rotation here. LeBron, he shows up and the TP even gets wasted. Oh, LeBronDota right there. And now the tips, and we talked about it, right? How would that game look like? Game number 1, double kill. At minute 0, he also gets that kill as well. Okay. Time dilation is going to be used here. So Otaker just trading some hits, as the cookie will land after the time walk. Do they have enough damage? The blood grenade is there. Is this gonna be a bait? Another hit is what they need, and they get it. That means LeBron does a lot of damage with Rock Barrage, but he is only level 2, doesn't have that extra damage, and Sacred with the tips. He does have a stick. Alright. Doesn't have a wand, but has a stick. Interesting. Alright, yeah. Oh, and now he gets the ward here just so he feels a bit safer. Now SLATEMS will be trying to deal with this creep wave right here. Okay, so he TP's bottom the Coddle. Does have his ulti. Another kill on to this Panda. Can they get more? Mitch is going to be slowed down by SLATEMS. And this should be a kill. There we go. I think Zeus doesn't have a TP, so he cannot react. And he also doesn't have his ulti. Decent awareness by SLATEMS. It does mean that I wonder if he's gonna go for the right-click Zeus or not this game. I think it's not a right-click Zeus game. Yeah, Coddle does have travels and earn TP. Bottom is trying to help. ulti from the Zeus, not enough to find anyone. Both the Grimstroke as well as PAKAZS alive, at least for now. Eventually though, Mr. Luck will find a kill. Smoke from the gyrocopter gonna lift PAKAZS to the ground. And finally, okay, the kisses, nice get out of jail from Zeus. Uses his little jumpy. MJZ trying to go for a chase. Doesn't have battery assault for 8 seconds. This might not be what they're trying to achieve, but with a very good Chronosphere, they're not going to save Zeus, but at least... No, yeah, they're not going to get anything out of it. Hookshot now available for MJZ, and the Time Walk is not ready for the Void. So, what seemed like a... Okay, we see some kisses flying out with the... Kato amplification right there, and they actually forced the Kato ulti. Now, will it matter? Will they get anything out of this? This Kato is very fast. He will be able to run away from the missile thanks to Sacred, and now they're gonna lift Sacred here. Kaffs still alive, but the duration here of this primal split is going to be wearing off. Mr. Luck gets bugged and silenced. The attack speed is low of the Snapfire, preventing the bug from being taken. Now Sacred is forced to Cookie out. Cookie will not save him though, as the kaffs Grimstroke dies. Double kill for MarsBet, and this game just keeps on giving. Roche, SLATEMS forced to cancel the TP. Oh, they know he's here. They know. Oh, SLATEMS. He tries to refresh his Illuminate, tries to go for a second one. He just wants to have a way to disengage from the cogs from all the garbage here the Boom has. I'm also surprised that Kato is not going for eggs and is going Octarine before it. A lot of emphasis here on this Radiant side. Vision is going to be given. LeBron taking some damage. BKB actually being pulled by PAKAZS. This is not good. I think they have to get the hell out. They're going to throw kaffs on top of them, but now the Soulbind is wasted. No. Oh my god, this is terrible. The Kisses are doing some damage. Good hookshot on backlines, but MJZ is so slow and so low that he's not going to be doing anything, and SLATEMS is going to be next. The heal from that is negligible, and now look at Sacred losing his life to Mitch, the support on the Radiant side. SLATEMS, okay, the Lightning Bolt doesn't land, but yeah, PAKAZS jumped the gun there. A way to allow him to save people, right? He can potentially take people away from the Chronosphere. Oh, SLATEMS, you're all by himself here, buddy. Okay, buddy. Gonna be slowed down. The Cinder Brew. And now this Precaught is just that. Huh. Yeah, that's not great. As now MJZ gets stunned. The Dispel on the Inkswell is there, but the damage is... You cannot dispel damage. kaffs now slowed down. Doesn't really have any way out of the hands of Volshebnik. And this game is just slowly getting out of control here. Can he TP away? He is... Oh, no. He is about to die, I think. Yeah, he waited way too long. He waited way too long. It's going to be cancelled. And they don't even need the Chrono now. You might have probably died to the Chrono. So at least you knew it would be on cooldown. Otaker now, level 18. Has a BKB. Oh, they are trying to go for a different... played right here. The second bug's going to be applied on top of Mr. Luck. Do they have the damage? Chronosphere onto 2. Muerta with the BKB will probably be able to survive this, but what about the damage? Otaker, hookshot's going to be on top of him. Is he going forward? Is he leaving? This is a weird fight. The BKB on Muerta was already committed, so PAKAZS not willing to stay here and will just run away. Doesn't even drop his ulti. As now the chase that... Oh no, the missile is going to connect onto poor Sacred. He will be getting rid of it, but is he going to live? Yeah, I don't think so. Everyone is going to close the gap. And PAKAZS, under vision, gets the Crepify. The Clap's going to be there, holding on to his BKB. Otaker has a Chronosphere, and PAKAZS still trying to hold his own. Doesn't use the Force Step, though. And now he's going to be found. Can they somehow save him? They cannot, and he has no buyback. This is a disaster. Held so much on it. Oh... 20 seconds for Roche to spawn, but 55 for this Muerta to stay ready. This is not going to be enough. The troops are coming. Backdoor protection is going to be wearing off in no time. Sacred's going to be alive. They could maybe hold with a glyph and the kisses. Blinding light is there. They're trying their best here. Glyph is not going to be used. They're going to hold on to it as now Mr. Luck trying to disengage. Does have his ulti, but the silence as well as this cookie are making it hard for them to do anything. Oh, look at that. The E-Blade. Hook shot onto Zeus, but it doesn't matter. The magic damage is still going to be there. 1 and 2 is what they need. It's actually LeBron that picks it up, and now with that call down, poor Sacred cannot catch a break, and the second hit's going to be there. He did finish his side of Ice. A good Inkswell could be the difference maker here. As SLATEMS, the smoke's gonna break. It's actually kaffs. He blinks away. MJZ will be the first point of contact, which is not bad. He's the hero you probably want to give away if something happens. And look at that. PAKAZS trying to get something done. Pops that BKB, and the primal split is not gonna be used. 4-step though, buying some time, allowing finally the Brewmaster to use it. LeBron taking so much damage. The Chronosphere is alive. Otaker though, still just going for some hits. As the Muerta is alive, 4-step away. LeBron will be able to tank through all the damage, and boom, they lost everyone but the Muerta. BKB finally gets used, but there's not enough damage. He eats the cheese. He tries to do everything in his way, but they don't even need to get top. There's no buyback on the Muerta, only the Kato alive, and usually that's pretty good at holding towers. GG flies out though. MJZ is done, and this will go to a game number. Right. Quite on point here. Definitely showcasing pretty decent prowess in the hero. We'll see if we're going to continue that way, as Mitch will harass Sacred, in return take some damage from Starbreaker. Oh, there we go. That's gonna be a first blood for Mr. Luck. Poor Pugna cannot deal with the Inkswell and the damage there from Mr. Luck. Quite enough. Not a bad move here for kaffs, but it does sacrifice bottom a little bit, and we see Pugna also die in the top lane as that happened. Okay. Bottom lane, there you go. The sacrifice of Sacred is going to happen, and so many creeps under tower. Oh, the slow is there, but it's just a little bit too late. kaffs, he will benefit from the experience, as Mitch is actually still fighting here, going for the blood grenade play. MJZ forced to TP and help, but now there's definitely a sound issue going on. I'm hearing the Dawnbreaker attack, but I'm watching something else. I don't know what's happening. Still, Otaker does die here. And now Mitch will try and protect this tower. A lot of damage being done here from yeah, I think we're good now. LeBron though, with a little bit of a rotation, has vision of MJZ. Inkswell with the bug there, gonna do a lot of damage to the Pugna, and stun for a decent time. Is it going to be enough though? The Nether Ward was dropped. Otaker takes some damage from the Nether Ward. Nice, the Decrepify buying time, but Blood Grenade will make sure that Pugna's bones are all spread out in the ground. And good response there from MarsBet. Top, yeah, 2, 3, and 1 for AJC. Now bottom, Sacred taking damage, and that missile will connect. It's a lot of damage. This Gyro, bro, looking really menacing, not gonna lie. Oh, there you go. Spectre going forward. Inkswell doing so much stun to PAKAZS, and they're not gonna be able to save him. The Decrepify buys a little bit of time. Never mind. Caster is wrong as SLATEMS looks for a swashbuckle, slows down Mr. Luck. He has a wand, I think, and is holding a skill point. So, could potentially learn his ulti here, and he does it. But SLATEMS intentionally misses his spell to bait that. I'm joking, he just missed his spell. And probably could have maybe died if he was slowed by the Reincarnation Sacred. Oh, does not die. Close call. Very close call, as Sacred dies to Mitch anyways. Look at the levels here on the Gyrocopter. He's level 6 right now. He is insanely farmed. And now he's being chased down, but Volshebnik trying to help. LSA is available. Finds SLATEMS, but he dodges with the swashbuckle. Good Inkswell looking for a target. MJZ will be silenced. Tries to deny himself for a tomato, but doesn't actually accomplish it. And boink. Okay. They find Alina with the silence. Rolling Thunder on top of the Lina. Nether Ward trying to buy some time. Lina should be falling here. Swashbuckle from SLATEMS finally gets an important kill. Now the Crepify buys some time as MJZ tries to get out, but will pay with his life. Mr. Luck on a killing streak. Going straight up for that Radiance. So magic here with the Lina as they are smoking quite deeply. And they will find a Naga. They know exactly where he is, and he is all by himself. He's going to be silenced up, and LSA, then a Spectre OT'd. Dominating streak for the Gyrocopter. Where poor Dawnbreaker is dying very low, and once again it is Sacred will fall. He tries to deal with the bug, but the last right click from Otaker gets that kill, as they will at least punish Mitch, it feels like, or will they? Yeah, SLATEMS will smash this robot man. But considering how much he's dying, like his death dwarf doesn't reflect those deaths, but I do feel like the momentum. Okay, LSA will find it, and that's a beautiful Inkswell. How they were prepared for that? Yeah. Unfortunate for Boom, and honestly, beautifully. Like, it definitely felt like they were like, okay, if Pango shows up, we are going, and LeBron was just following Otaker to make sure that the Inkswell is going to be there. I'm not even sure they needed Inkswell, to be honest, but it's just a nice touch. Just goes to show how in tune they are, which doesn't seem to be the case here for Boom, as Sacred with his Blade Mail will prevent any further engaging to happen. After all, Spectre OT is on cooldown, but Otaker feeling very present, right, with the Spectre, whereas not the same thing can be said here for PAKAZS. He barely even showed in the lane in the last 10 minutes. As now, poor Sacred, he will be killed, but at the expense of... okay, SLATEMS canceling the Rolling Thunder. Didn't actually get to use it, as now Otaker will fall. So SLATEMS get pickoffs, but they're definitely struggling at that. Part of that is obviously the tanky boys. It's only the Lina that I think they can reliably kill. But not really finding them, as Naga or PAKAZS will fall. Sacred already using his ulti. They do go on top of Rifting, but that's not the target you want. That's the tanky one. That's the one that has 2 lives. Mr. Luck will be able to run away. Already has level 2 ulti, and finally Sacred is the one that falls. Blink on Volshebnik as the Magician blinks around the map. SLATEMS low down, but call down will use his shield crash to gain some distance. Has a swashbuckle in about a second, but now he will be killed. MJZ with the decrep and the suck. Not enough. Ultra kill for the Magician. Cannot deal with it. You're just gonna keep feeding Inkswell with... okay, good force there from MJZ. Finally, Inkswell is still a decent duration of a stun. Dawnbreaker, though, healing Pugna just enough. They will be able to deal with the bugs, it looks like. But the cooldown is going to be there. And the Pugna, oh no, will eventually fall. The Crepify, dealing with the illusion. Nicely done by MJZ. But now the missile going on Sacred. Do they have a protection? No, they don't. Not against the Magician. Volshebnik gets that kill with his Laguna Blade. And now... it is probably going to be a tower here, but in mid lane, they find a Wraithking. Can they get the second kill? He is very, very farmed. They don't have that many slows, and PAKAZS still trying to get that kill. The missile one to the right, Naga Illusion. Now SLATEMS blinks forward. We'll find not 1, but 2 if that Mystic Flare connects, which it does. SLATEMS on a 2-fer, and Boom Esports somehow finding ways to come back from this game. They will be able to get this Grimstroke. The Inkswell is buying some time. He has that Dispel on the Snare. And finally, the Spugna is probably going to die. 4 steps to the low ground. He's still alive. MJZ, he might be the Magician himself. And look at that. The life drain never got cancelled. So Otaker will trade his life for the Pugna at the end of the day. And somehow... there you go. Life drain shard on MJZ. Not the ideal shard this game, but you know, it doesn't hurt to have. Oh, top lane. Sacred dying. Name a more iconic duo. That's actually not a duo. That's just 1 ounce of information as he's going to buy back, and kaffs is baiting the Wraithking. I'm not sure what's happening. Well, they're killing the Spectre first as Sacred TPs. Oats actually there. Mr. Luck, though, will get the kaffs kill anyways, and Mitch is able to TP back to his base. But we're now going for the Aether lane. Oh, jump on the Lina. Lina's just dead. Dawnbreaker OT giving that extra ounce of damage as the Rolling Thunder gets used. They might lose kaffs, but that's an Aegis on Pangolier. I don't think he cares, and he gets a big barrier with that shield crash, despite the fact he did not move. Eventually, he's going to be silenced up, and now this could be a very hard fight. PAKAZS has Song of the Siren, still holding on to it as they jump forward, getting Mr. Luck, and finding the first life. Can they get more? Mitch and Otaker being zoned down by the Naga illusions, unable to really help, as now Mitch might die to the engage of the Dawnbreaker. Somehow Boom is coming back into this game, and I cannot explain exactly what's happening. SLATEMS with a beautiful swashbuckle. In terms of Naga control, the Lina is probably the strongest hero at that they have. If you have the shard on the Lina as well as the LSA talent. Oh, I did here. Dawnbreaker OT that instantly gets cancelled as they kill Otaker. This is a big kill. Otaker, like, the Spectre is never killing the Naga by herself, whereas the Void in that game could have definitely killed the Morta. Okay. Nullifier is going to be used onto Mr. Luck. The 4 steps allowing SLATEMS to be out of range. Oh, they're going to move forward here. Good swashbuckle, the Crepify, buying time. The Wraith King first life will fall as Sacred gets a dominating streak, fighting the Grimstroke in the backlines, and they're gonna find this Gyrocopter as well. Boom just playing really well as the Guna Blade almost kills Sacred. Finally it does, but at the expense of probably the Lina dying. Okay, a lot of buybacks. The TP from PAKAZS is going to be cancelled half a second late, and I mean, it is clear. Alright. Smoke from the side of MarsBet. They have vision of PAKAZS. Where's the Crepify? It will be used. Forced after the other side, but they're trying to heal PAKAZS up. Can they do it? No, they cannot. PAKAZS will die. But look at that. It is Sacred doing a lot of damage with his shard. Finally, it is going to be Rolling Thunder on the backlines, looking for that Spectre. The Netherward doing a lot of damage, but Adios Payasos flying out. This is not good prospects for Boom as they literally lose everyone. And from a hero to a 0, Boom Esports will be Team 1. SLATEMS not a part of it though. Good positioning from Mr. Luck, just camping the cliff as MJZ tries to go around. Rolling Thunder is gonna be there. If they can find this Gyrocopter, it would be amazing. And Sacred will try, actually reaching so much for that one Starbreaker. The illusion plus the other hero. He will be fine as they find the Grimstroke in the backlines. The Laguna Blade did not find a single target, as now finally they will lose kaffs. Good OT from Sacred as he heals so freaking much with those swing of those arms. Finally though, will fall to the Wraith of the Wraith King. Triple kill for Volshebnik as he tries to use his BKB to disengage and will be successful at that unless there's a very good item to have. Well, looking for SLATEMS. The Blinken is going to break with a shard. Buying time for SLATEMS. He actually gets his Rolling Thunder off of that. So maybe overestimating here if SLATEMS was going to react or not. But they're holding the high ground. It's very hard for SLATEMS to move up and go for them. But blink forward. Beautiful Starbreaker. LSA off the mark as they will try and disengage. Good song. Will buy time for the Soul Bind to wear off, and now on top of that Grimstroke he becomes a Wraith, so can still cast some spells as the Laguna Blade explodes. Boom. Can they keep on fighting here? PAKAZS very low, still holds the Aegis, but they're losing some damage. SLATEMS very healthy, just moving forward, using all of his spells. Finally, the LSA is gonna find one kill. SLATEMS still trying to disengage. Yeah, I forgot, the Aegis is actually onto SLATEMS, not the Naga, so a little bit of a little bit of that T-word. The T-word we don't like using very often, but that was a throwy throw. And they have no buybacks. Oh my lord. Oh, yep. MarsBet to feed a little bit of golden kills. To increase the hype of the game, Mr. Luck will be slowed down by a concussive shot as SLATEMS goes forward with his BKB, just diving right through this Grimstroke. Try to create space. Holy moly! That's a refresher. Pure damage, Laguna Blade. And that song is not gonna stop it. Oh, you cannot do that anymore, SLATEMS. Alright, they move forward. Inkswell with the blink. We've seen that time and time again, but they're gonna dispel the Inkswell with the Nullifier. The Grimstroke did die, but Laguna Blade killed the Dawnbreaker, I want to say. I'm not sure, as the Illusions keep on chasing here, but the Crepify is going to buy some time for this Wraith King to disengage. The Ensnare, though, holding him in places, gets 4-step to the other side. What in the hell is happening? But the Illusions doing a lot of damage. The Radiants, though, mitigating their damage. 3% chance of winning. Oh, okay, kaffs. Yep, no 4-step for you. The Nullifier is going to be there. The Suns wears off, and that's beyond godlike sweeping them so that they are humiliated and they feel bad. And you only feel good because you are humiliating someone. And there we go. They're going to initiate 4-step onto the Naga. Good zoning with the call down, but the missile is going to find PAKAZS at the same time. SLATEMS trying to boink everyone. And one Laguna Blade is there. Can they get the second one? So far, they don't. So the Naga will sing, and the region will keep PAKAZS alive. They are holding on to Sacred's buyback. This is actually some pretty cold-blooded gameplay from Boom, but is it gonna work as the Gyrocopter will fall to the swarm and sprawl of Naga Illusions? The half Scarif Mage falls as, look at that, they're gonna use the Travels number 2 into the skelly form of the Gyrocopter, but oh no, the X-Rail canceling the stun of the Dawnbreaker, allowing Lina to survive. That Beyond Godlike streak is gonna be fine. PAKAZS, it's a cheese from someone. This fight is crazy. MJZ, LS is gonna be there. Refresher doesn't buy enough time for the Lina to survive, and they will lose a very important target. And now it's Lina with the buyback. The Travels level 2 is there, and they get 1, 2, 3, and 4 now with the double kill. One buyback left, and Boom, they want to take it. The tips, they don't have any tips left. The XDs are flying, and the game is over. And that's the type of game we love. There we go. I don't have a voice anymore, but who does after watching 7 hours of Dota here? Boom Esports, they will be